Hello everyone, I am Srishti and today I'm taking an interview with a very good author. He recently wrote a book which he dedicated to his Guruji, and the name of the book is I am the manifestation of my Guruji blessing. And so we have in this audio interview I have with me Pradeep Bhanot. So I really we have a interview regarding his recent book. So I really like this book because this book is cover a very good topic, and it is basically dedicated to a person who is very close to us, which is our teacher. And the author is dedicated his book to his teacher. So thank you so much, sir, for
Uh, you,
giving me this
Thank you so
opportunity.
much, ma'am. Thank you so much for inviting me
Thank
on
you.
your platform.
Yeah, thank you. So, sir, I would love to start our interview series. So, the very first question which I have to ask is that, what do you think how astrology can impact human life? As in your book, you discuss your transformative power of astrology.
Well, ma'am, the thing is, astrology is the language of the stars.
Okay.
Everybody, you see, you must have seen in your course of your career or in the society that there are people, they are twins born on the same day, in the same time frame, but they have different destinies. That is the power of astrology. A person is born because of the value systems he carries from the past incarnations. Astrology plays a very important role in everyone's life. If we are able to understand the dynamics and the strengths and weaknesses of the planets, we can plan our career, our financial position, and everything can be planned and way ahead. We can be very careful with our lives. If we understand that we have to undergo a different planetary phase, if we are able to understand the dynamics of that malefic influence, we would be careful during that period and we would be saved from the malefic influence of those particular planets in that period. Astrology can be a boon for mankind if we are able to utilize it properly and understand the dynamics of the planetary positions.
This is very good. As it is somewhere very right because people are nowadays very much confused with so many things because in our surrounding there are so much. So maybe we can, whosoever is listening, they can think about astrology as well, and after reading this book, they are more capable to do this. So my next question is that as you dedicated this book to your Guruji, and the title itself speak about your manifestation to your guidance. So, how Guruji or your teacher fueled your path? How he inspired you to be being a part of this career of astrology?
Well, ma'am, the thing is, there is a difference between a teacher and a spiritual guide.
Okay.
Teacher will guide you with the process. That is important. The guru will liberate you from this whole Maya that is known as Maya Jagat. In the spiritual world, the guru is the manifestation of the cosmos, which is which is there to guide you out of the whole uh, uh, cycle of rebirths. When we find a guru, when we are able to find a true guru, it is because of the basically it is because that we have been searching for a guru over the past so many generations, or rather the incarnations, that we are able to find a true guru in a specific time frame. The guru has the power to alter your destiny. A true guru.
Agree. Like
And this is my experience. This is my very personal experience that are being blessed by my Guruji,
Hmm.
I underwent a lot of turmoil earlier on in life.
Yeah.
But when I met my Guruji, I was able to come out of it all. And I was able to attain professional success and move out of the stress of my life and find higher meaning in life.
Yeah.
That is the benefic influence of having a true guru.
It is true because when I was reading your book, you very lucidly you have mentioned about how Guruji impacted your life, and because you are facing so many ups and downs in your life, and after getting the shade of the Guruji, your life it changed very much. So
Definitely, definitely.
yeah, with this linked as we are discussing about you and about your Guruji. So you have mentioned about three person in your book and astrology as well. So how these three persons, because as in a book also you talked about how these three persons, the three things which basically transform your life, the three main things. So how it impact you and your cosmic boys. So how does this journey started and if this supports become a part of your life?
As I mentioned in the book, ma'am, I experienced the power of astrology, I think in the year 1993 or 94. My family, I belong to a business family. So my family faced certain financial issues during that particular time, and I was able to understand that it is because of the planetary influence, planetary influence of Saturn and other ramifications. So during that period, I was uh, consulted a lot of astrologers, and I was very fortunate that I was able to find some very good astrologers who guided me with the remedies, and we were able to come out of it and establish our business once again. So, with that uh, particular uh, period, after passing through that particular period and understanding the dynamics of astrology, uh, I started studying astrology. It sort of uh, created. I felt attracted towards astrology, so I started learning it, and over a period of time, I started practicing it, and I was quite. I must say, I had a good practice in Delhi, but due to some reasons, we had to shift to Panchkula. Then again, I in 2005 I started my individual practice by the name of Pradeep Bhanot, the Cosmic Voice.
Mm-hmm.
There I was able to meet my Guruji, Shri Rajkumar Ghaiji, and from that very first moment itself, my life started transforming. I had an instant pull towards my Guruji, and my Guruji, when he took me under, when he blessed me, I was able to move forward in life. I had my tensions, I had my problems in life,
Hmm.
but with the blessing of my Guruji and his benign grace, I was able to come out of it
This
and
yeah,
and
and
prove myself uh, in the material world as a good astrologer.
yeah, this is true, and this is something that is very clearly you have mentioned in your book. So, whosoever is going to read your book, they are very soon realizing that your relationship with the Guruji, and as well as the things like they can not even the person who are reading astrology, but the other people readers also.
This book is meant for everybody.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, if we are able to imbibe the essence of this book, it can be very inspiring.
true,
You
true.
see, a true guru is always a guru. It is basically our duty as a disciple to prove ourselves to be a good disciple. It is very important.
Yeah, I have.
This, to be a disciple means to follow a certain discipline. If we are able to follow that particular discipline laid by the guru, we can move forward in life on the material plane as well as the spiritual plane.
Yeah. This
And a lot of our problems can be sorted out by the benign grace of the Guruji.
Oh, true, true. Because this is the thing that when I was reading the book, I realized that this is something very motivational that I have received, and some kind of positive vibes that I have received while like I realized that while I was reading the book, how it is a very spiritual thing that not only inspired you, but as well as when whoever reading your book or your writing as well, because there is something that touched your soul. So with this moving ahead, as I was reading, so I realized that you mentioned about three transformative gifts that you received. That not only shaped your perspective, but you mentioned that how these illuminated you and your entire life. So how do you feel? Why do you feel it's very important to mention in this book?
Well, it is important that because certain things in life, they have a universal appeal. They transcend all borders of time and countries, and transcend all the boundaries.
Hmm.
Integrity is one thing which is very important and which will remain always there.
Yeah.
Integrity, truth, and to be what you are is very important in life.
True.
If you have the strength of character, that will lift you always and take you very far in your life. Integrity is one thing which will always pull you out of any problem you are in, and it has the power to take you forward. As you must have seen, people who have a strength of integrity in them, they'll always remain calm because they know that they are true and they will find success whenever their time comes. You need to work hard, you need to have patience, and you need to have a lot of integrity and your strength of character. That is very important. It can take you very far in life.
Agree.
I've been blessed that I've been born in a very enlightened family. My parents, they inculcated in me certain values which I have always cherished. My elder brother, uh, he gave me values which I'll always remember. And with these values and most importantly my Guruji's blessings, I've been able to overcome a lot of problems in my life. And I've been able to prove myself uh, in my professional field as well as in the spiritual field. By the blessings of my Guruji, I've been able to guide people on their spiritual path as well.
Yeah. My this is a very wonderful discussion that we have today, and I really request whoever is listening this interview, please go and have a read of this book. This is not a very big or lengthy read. It's a very lucid and small read. People can read it in a one go, and it's the author has done a very good work over his book. And the most important thing that I feel about this book is that the relationship and the topic which he connects and he covers, and he very lucidly a small chapters in a small chapter he talks about. So by before ending this very informative and insightful interview, I would really know out of my passion or curiosity that how about when you decided to write this book or to choose to write on this topic, how do you come upon all these things, or as a author, what kind of difficulties you faced or you realized while writing a book, because writing a book is not a very easy task to do. So as a
Yeah, I don't think that I faced any problems by the grace of my Guruji. It was intentional. I mean, it was instant.
Yeah.
I felt inspired to write this book, and I didn't find any problems.
Yeah.
The, the inspiration was always there, and I think by the grace of my Guruji, uh, I was able to write it without in why I'm quite fortunate that I was able to write it in fact in a couple of days I was able to complete it without any stoppage. It was an inspired writing. Maybe we can say that uh, Providence was writing it for me.
Hmm.
Uh, it was my Guruji's hand that was making me write this book. It was something divine. It is completely divine intervention. I'm nobody to write this book. I think it is a divine gift by my Guruji. And if uh, I find if anybody, any of our readers, they find this book inspiring enough, it would be a great honor for me if anybody who reads this book, it can transform somebody's life, somebody's character, or somebody is uh, is able to come out of his problems after reading this book. It would be a great honor. I mean, it would be a great pleasure, and I would feel satisfied that I have contributed by the grace of my Guruji to changing even one person. That would be worth it.
That's true. That's true. Definitely. And this book, I think, completes all the accomplishment that you have talked about. So thank you so much, sir, for coming and for talking and sharing such a wonderful thoughts with us. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man.
I,
Thank you so much.
I would like to
Thank you so
propose a thank for from the whole towards literature community, and I hope I will wish you a very all the best for the book. Thank you so much for coming up with.
Thank you so